Eurovision explained for beginners. Okay, we're gonna go watch all the Eurovision performances. I've been seeing them pop up. I've been wanting to check it out, but I actually have no idea what the competition is. So, but I know it's like a singing competition, right?
I'm at the final of the biggest entertainment show in the world. Watched by 160 plus million people, it's actually bigger than the Super Bowl. Well, for
160 million people, and I've never heard of it. So from my guess though, because we have a whole bunch of these videos in our watch later. Check this out, okay? Oh, Eurovision complete guide. I think we should check this one out. 40 fucking minutes. No, I ain't doing that. Unless y'all want me to, I'll check it out. It's also only has 240 views, but well, let me know. Send me stuff, but look. See, we have all these Eurovision, Poland, Israel, Serbia. So I'm guessing it's like the best musicians from each country in Europe all compete to win, right? Ireland. Is that in Europe? I don't know. I don't know my geography, guys, but I'm assuming it's like a bunch of different, like the Olympics of singing. Is that what it is?
Of people across Europe,
but how do they pick who goes?
It's the biggest event of the year. Others absolutely hate it.
Eurovision is a stain on humanity.
Oh! In this video,
yeah, but that's Piers Morgan, bruh. He hates, like, yeah, of course.
Take you behind the scenes of the Eurovision final in Sweden.
That's very Eurovision.
You know,
and finally explain to you how it works by answering these 5 questions. First one is who can participate. This year, 37 countries are participating. But actually,
Bro, don't flash it for 1 second, brother.
That's very Eurovision.
You know,
and finally explain to you how it works by answering these 5 questions. First one is who can participate. This year, 37 countries are participating.
Okay, first half, second half, first half, second half, first semifinal, second semifinal. So there's only 2 rounds. It's the semifinal and the final. Or is there like a entry round or something? First half, second half. So the first half, what does that mean? Like the first couple days, the first day, how long does it take place? Is it one event? I'm assuming it's not one day. Ireland, Croatia. I need to go to Croatia. Moldova. Where's the United States, bro? Are we not in this? Oh, because we're not Europe. Is Diana Ankudinova in this? Where's Russia?
Actually, any member of the European broadcasting area that is right here can take part, aside from Russia, that is permanently banned. But actually, every year there are...
What did they do? Wait, why are they perma-banned? What did Russia do?
Who can participate. This year...
So no, why? Because they know Diana Ankudinova. Just go and run it.
37 countries are participating. But actually, any member of the European broadcasting area that is right here can take part, aside from Russia, that is permanently banned. But actually, every year there are countries that don't participate. For example, Bulgaria and North Macedonia did not participate due to financial difficulties, or Hungary hasn't been to Eurovision for a few years because, according to their government, it's too gay. We'll get to that later. Of course, Israel and Australia are 2 countries that are geographically not in Europe, but are still participating. Number 2, which I find the most confusing part, what are the rules? I'll split this section in 3. Singing, voting...
Here we go.
After World War II,
Europe
was destroyed. What could we do to repair our war-torn land and bring unity back? Hear me out. How about a continent-wide singing and dancing competition?
Oh, fucking genius idea, brother. What brings people together? Music and food.
My God. And lo and behold, Eurovision was created. A multinational singing and dancing contest.
Hey, so I know we just genocided your entire country and nuked women and children and took all your oil. But how about this? How about we make it all up and we all come together and sing?
Eurovision was created, a multinational singing and dancing contest to promote each nation's music, culture, and promote unity among the participants.
Bro, that's a great idea when you really think about it. Like, why wouldn't countries do this? And I'm assuming, like, if you're at war, you have a dispute with each other, then maybe, like, you guys don't participate. But for the most part, like, if you're cool with the country, I think this would bring cultures together. We need something like this in the U.S., like the Olympics. But for music and culture and art, that'd be a beautiful idea. Now, I don't know what it is or how it's ran, but in theory, this sounds like a great idea.
Countries. However, Russia, then the Soviet Union, was a bit of a dick. So they were banned from participating in the competition altogether. So they decided to create their own Eurovision.
What do you mean they were a bit of a dick, bro? I wanted to know why they were banned.
After when the Soviet Union eventually collapsed, so did Intervision. And with the collapse of the Soviet Union, they were finally able to join Eurovision. But a recent dictator's action resulted in Europe banning Russia from Eurovision once again, and Russia, in their response, decided to bring back Intervision, stating that other friendly countries like China, Cuba, and Belarus also having confirmed
Oh wait, never mind. Didn't Russia do something recently?
Their
When was this video
participation.
made? I don't know what they did, but I know they
After
did something.
World War II,
These all kinds of rules you need
It's some political stuff.
to follow as a singer to submit a Eurovision
get into
act. Number 1, songs have to be no longer than 3
They were being
minutes.
a dick.
Number 2, lead vocals must be performed live. As a singer to submit a Eurovision. Number 2, which I find the Israel and Australia are 2 countries that are geographically not in Europe but are still participating.
Oh my God,
Number 2, which I find the most confusing part, what are the rules? I'll split this section in 3. Singing, voting, hosting. There are all kinds of rules you need to follow as a singer to submit a Eurovision act. Number 1, songs have to be no longer than 3 minutes. Number 2, lead vocals must be performed live. Rule number 3, no more than 6 performers can be on the stage at the same time. The song that actually goes to Eurovision is usually selected by some kind of a vote in each country. In Ukraine, for example, it's a massive deal. It's called Vidbir.
It's like voting for the president, you know. It's super important.
In other countries, it's actually not a big deal at all, and they just tune in for the Eurovision, or in fact don't tune in at all. Number 2 is voting. The contest format comprises 3 live shows.
Yeah, so I guess, dang, so it would really differ country to country. So whichever country the most passionate would probably win.
2 semi-finals and 1 grand final, which I'm going to tonight. In each show, after all the songs have been performed, each country will give 2 sets of points to their favorite song. First set of votes is given by a jury of industry specialists in that country, and the second one is given by viewers watching the show. One thing that I really love is that out of fairness, you can't vote for your own country, but there's only one country outside of the Big Five that has always qualified for the final, and it's Ukraine. So, number 3 is hosting. The country that wins the Eurovision hosted the following year, in 2022, due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Ukraine won, but couldn't host in 2023, so the country that came second, the UK, hosted it on behalf of Ukraine. Question number 3, why do people love it?
Being united by music. The voting.
To me, there are kind of 3 main reasons why. Number 1, the competition has given us some of the most iconic songs of this century. I, as a kid, knew absolutely nothing about Finland. And the only thing I knew about them was the hard rock, hallelujah! So many songs that you don't expect come from Eurovision actually do come from Eurovision. But it's also not just about the artists. The staging, the production, the lighting, the broadcasting, the dancing, the performances, like, that is also a big part of the Eurovision. For example,
I'm like, it looks like it'd be fun to go to, like a fun event.
stage coordinators and the teams that are assembling and disassembling the props on stage only have 56 seconds in between the acts, and they have 3 seconds to spare for emergency. I don't know what kind of emergency you can deal with in
Wait, what does the winning country get?
3 seconds. Reason number 2 is diversity. Diversity in fashion, worldviews, sexual orientation, and so on. Eurovision is known as a place where you can express yourself. If
Oh.
you just tune in randomly, you might see like the craziest shit you've seen in a long time. The third reason why people love it is the competition element. I'm quite a competitive person. And you hate the other team for 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and then after that, you might tolerate them depending on the result. Like, it's a weird balance, but I think that's what makes it fun. Number 4, why do people hate it? These are the same reasons why people love it. Amazing music. You might see very out there acts that if you have like a traditional taste in music, don't get me wrong, it does have a lot of really, really strange acts. Second reason why people hate it is the same as second reason why people love it, which is diversity and inclusivity. So if you are you might not enjoy what
So it's a lot of drag, probably, like...
in this competition. As I said, because of Eurovision's edginess, the diversity does
It seems cool to me. We're gonna
rub
check it
a
out.
lot of people the wrong way.
Let's go check
People
out some
don't
of
have
the
any
performances.
filters in the way that they look, in the way that they dress, and I think it's awesome. But some of the hate Eurovision receives is exactly for the same reason that
I guess
people
it
love it.
doesn't
And the
matter.
third reason why some people hate it, which is the competitive element, or rather all of the controversy involved with the voting. There are countries that don't like the jury vote, that think that it's useless and rigged. There are some countries and some people who think that the televote is useless and rigged. So it's coming together in one word, politics. According to the rules of Eurovision, the acts have to be apolitical, but it is kind of a running joke that it's almost impossible to separate a song from what's going on in the country where the act is from. Eurovision can be quite messy, so there's that. I'm gonna pass the microphone over to Max circa 11 p.m.
All right, let's check it out. We gotta go in order, so we're gonna watch all of them, all 35 songs into 20. I'm pretty sure this is 2026. Wait,
After the results of the Eurovision final in 2024, Max of the future, what do you think? 1 hour since the final results of the Eurovision. Here is the clip of me when I thought Ukraine was winning it. In the end, we came third.
Oh, he
It was
likes
very
it.
close. Very proud of Ukraine and very proud to be European today. Congratulations to Switzerland. This is
I wanna be
Eurovision for you.
European.
Thank you for watching.
shout out Europe. Okay, let's check this out, guys.
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again.